4 milliseconds IPS versus 1 millisecond TN. Can it make any difference? Let's find out. Hello Rage Quitters, my name is Terminator UK and today we've got a very special video. We've got a clone mode setup of two high-end G-Sync monitors. We've got the Dell SG2716DG on the left. This is a 1 millisecond TN panel, and on the right we have got a Acer Predator XB271HU, sorry, my mistake, which is also a G-Sync panel with a IPS 4 millisecond response time. Does it make any difference? Let's find out. So for our game test we are using Quake Live, which is a very fast-paced game. If there's going to be any difference, this will be the game to show it. Let's go. So at the moment I'm going to look at the IPS screen on the right hand side. As always, IPS screen, great colours, fantastic depth. Does it have the pace to keep up with a game like Quake Live? Well, it certainly doesn't improve my play anyway at the moment, but let's get warmed up and see how we get on. So generally it's okay, but in a duel just like that, it's got quite a lot of blur on the screen. It's quite hard to keep track of your opponent at any one time. I mean, you're not going to really see the difference over the video because you're only seeing it at 30 frames a second. As here I'm looking at it at 144 frames a second. So you're not going to see a massive difference between the two, but hopefully my commentary should hope and performance should evaluate the situation. Always feel a little bit behind the curve when using the IPS screen on the right. Can't quite track. Let's just flip over to the left hand side and you might get to see look, straight away got my first frame. No, I'm not gonna say that was the reason for it, but I already feel much more connected and everything seems just that bit sharper. Just seems a little bit easier to track my enemy's movement. Still looking at the left hand side. Oh dear, this is quite high level, isn't it? See, I've got quite a few hits on him then. It was a bit easier to lead because I can see exactly where my shots are going. Hopefully when we get in a close one-on-one duel you should be able to see, not really demonstrating this very well. When I'm using the panel on the left hand side, I'm really seeing a difference between the two. Much easier to track overall. Even though I'm doing diabolically. Really not showing it in a good light. But I'm not seeing any kind of blur on the screen at all. Just makes everything just that little bit snappier overall. Like when I'm firing the machine gun now, it's easier to plink away at this guy. Going back to the IPS on the right, it's quite blurry again. These players are obviously much better than me. Yay, got a frag. Didn't last for very long. I'm using the IPS on the right hand side. Colours look fantastic on that particular monitor. someone. Just that bit harder to track. Yeah, got him. Do some health. She blows. Right, so let's go over to the TM panel. I'm looking at the left hand side now, doing the same sort of operation. It feels just that bit lighter. Again, for demonstration. If this video shows you anything, it shows you that getting a better response time is not going to improve your game straight away. But like I've always said before, it always kind of improves the factor of when you know something was within your control and when something wasn't. And the TN panel, generally, you feel that things are much more within your control. Well, I'm not demonstrating that very well at all. Still looking at the TM panel at the moment. Nice and fast, no blur then when I turned around. Much easier to track that enemy overall. Switch over to the right hand IPS mod. Yeah, much blurrier overall, harder to track. Panned here. See if we can rails in. I think we got a hit. See, it just feels that much more difficult to track. Floaty, swimming. Can't quite get there. Can't quite get that split second timing that you need. Still looking at the IPS on the right. The tracking is just that tiny bit too hard all the time. Oh, I missed that. Nice. Ooh. Oh, have a bit of that. No, you'd never get that on an IPS. Oh, that's made way even that. Boom. Sure that won't continue, but I like a bit of that. It'll always come to get me again. Oh no, it's gone all wrong. Never pulled that off the IPS. Still using TN on the left. Go back to IPS on the right. Oh, it just looks like such a blur first. So much more difficult to track. Looks nice. Doesn't go nicely. Boom, with a bit of that. Damn it. I'm going to have to rage quit in a minute. Alright, I think that's enough whooping for tonight. This has been Terminator UK. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, click the like button, and if you'd like to watch more gameplay and tech videos from our channel, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.